Hi, I am Kajer on two wheels, and today I'm again at MJ Paiva to test ride the Yamaha MT-09. So the new MT-09. Now this is going to be a lot more fun because I have a lot more experience. So let's go see the improvements front to back. Tires are the same, 120, 180. Should be 180, it is 180. Okay, nothing untowards. Same brakes, same disc brakes with ABS. This now comes as stock because of EU regulations. Inverted suspension, which marketing says is improved. We'll see about that. One thing then that is major improved are these headlamps, which are all LEDs, and these should be double LEDs, so great nighttime illumination. Not that you buy one of these because of the nighttime illumination, but hey, what the heck. It's got a bit more composed front. I like this front quite a bit. It's got two little deflectors here, which look pretty cool, and I am sure will have some sort of aerodynamic purpose. And then you have what? Oh, you have these little two deflectors at the edges of the radiator. Also look pretty cool. You don't have much of a bug catcher anymore because of this. So this was put here on purpose to be sideways. Look, bugs. So you still have a bit of bug catcher, but it's not as bad as the first one. Not that this is a major bad point, but hey, you've got your undertucked exhaust with this little cape over it. Well, this looks a bit primitive, but the cape itself, as a set, it actually looks pretty good. When you take a look at the details, then it looks a bit more primitive. Got a fantastically machined swing arm. I really like the look on that and the look on this. And my personal favorite bit of it is, apart from the beautiful taillight, is this. Look where the license plate is. This is such a cool idea. I love it. I really love the way the license plate is. The tail looks very thin, very elegant this way, because it doesn't have anything hanging off here. So this is a pretty nice idea. I really love mine to have one of those. The rest of it, oh, you have something here. Is this? It is. Look here. Look at this. This is a quick shift on a 9.2 thousand euro bike. Nifty. Very nifty. Quick shift. Awesome. And oh, this one now brings, well, I'll show you, but now brings traction control and the same engine modes as the previous one, but the traction control is a much welcome addition. And they say they also improved the throttle response. We'll see about that. The seat also looks a lot more conventional instead of the odd thing it was. So let's see if they removed all the annoyances from the MT-09, and let's see just how fast I can take her. So the controls, you have your TCS button, push to pass. The controls are all in the same place. This is the same starter setup that I quite enjoy. Turn her on. Wow, that's a bit messy. And I'm out of fuel. Great. So I'm going to have to go put some fuel in. So let's go into TCS. Let's put it at 2. This is the highest TCS, medium. And then if I press for a long time, I go into off TCS. But I want traction control. Let's start it at 2. And mode. Now I know B is boring. Oops, sorry. Standard and awesome. Okay, so let's go with boring for the moment. Let's start her up. Oh, what settings I have? I have F trip 31 kilometers. Average 5.9. Okay, 81C, 21C, air temperature, odometer. What? That can't be right. This bike is here for less than a week, already has 2582 kilometers. Awesome. Oh yeah, this is actually not from here, so it's not that new. So let's go for the average. Can I reset this one? I can. So it's got the same sound as before. Almost stalled right off the bat because I didn't notice it was in neutral. Why? And here's the first fault I find. This QS quick shifter is in green. It should not be green. The only green light when you're stopped should be that one, Yamaha. Okay, no one will do this after the first 5 times it stalls the engine, but that's unnecessary. Should be, I don't know, some other color. Wow. Okay, riding position, very straight up, very still, moto, super moto-ish, not quite as much. I'm not as bent over as on the Z900s, but I'm not quite as straight as I used to be. This feels pretty smooth now. And easy. Oh, hang on. Wow. Wow, the throttle is awesome now. Seriously, this was not marketing. The throttle is much easier. Hang on, let me try this in first gear. Maybe I'm being dumb and it was just because I was in a higher gear. Let's go through this. Ooh, this is very easy. It's very balanced. I don't recall it being this easy before. Maybe experience does count for something after all. First gear. Very simple, very smooth. Ooh. And I also like the quick shift. I just did it. Okay, let's put some fuel in and then we'll keep on the testing. This B mode is so easy. I'm not going to bother with standard, at least I hope, and I'm going to go straight to A. So smooth this is, look. Idling along. Whoa, look. I'm going to brake here just to show you. Let this one pass, these 3. And look at my throttle as I accelerate and how smooth this is. This is awesome now. Idling along, I'm going to throttle up. It used to be very jerky, now it's not. This is perfect. Actually, this is smooth enough to be easily used in bad conditions like rain, etc. And so I'm going to go, since this is very easy, going to go into A and see how that goes. And I'm not even going to test. I'm going to launch right from here in A, but try to do a normal smooth launch as if I had a passenger with me. Nice, very smooth, very powerful, but it's controllable now. And this green light keeps telling my brain that I'm in neutral when I know I'm not, so it's confusing. I would have changed that into, I don't know, blue or something. Lights on the dash of a motorcycle that are always on should never be green, because you will think you're in neutral. Well, you'll get used to it. Whoa! Just a tiny level of thought. This is a lot of power, but it's very controlled. There's no more nasty jerkiness. And the front felt better. No, it's too early to tell. The front felt better on these bends, but it's way too early to tell. Also, suspension felt pretty nice on that bad pavement. I didn't even notice it. So that's also an improvement. I don't know, but it's still too early to tell. Way too early to tell. Ooh, quick shifter. This is a nice little touch. I like it. You just press the pedal over a certain range, not just tap it. You press it, give it a little bit of strength, like you would do if you're trying to do a clutchless upshift, and it'll upshift. At these little speeds takes a little while, but then again so would you, but it works pretty well. At too much low revs it takes a while, which is normal. We're not supposed to do this at these low revs, like idling. We're supposed to do this while you are actually throttling away, but it works. I like it. It's quite comfy actually. Quite a nice touch. The quick shifter is quite a nice touch. Sound is still, well, not as bad as the Tracer, but I would still want something with a little bit more zest to it. This will take some getting used to, the quick shifter. Whoa, okay, that was much better. That was a great quick shift, awesome. Whoa, man. Keep forgetting it's weekend, so we got weekend drivers everywhere. Yeah, this feels better. I don't know how, or why, but I like I remember the original one. I had no idea what the front was doing. I had very little experience, but even so, I was a bit concerned that this is awesome. I like the quick shifter. I had very little feel of what the front was doing until I bent my arms like this, 90 degrees, and then I leaned forwards, so I was riding it like a supermoto, and then suddenly it started making sense. This one, no, this one's just like that off the bat. It's very smooth too. Ooh, let's try to do something. Whoa. Okay. A, still quite a beast. Wanna see what kind of beast? Let's go. Awesome sauce! That was... Oh man, that was so cool! It's not that it was exciting. Did you hear that? I was just accelerating and not... You don't have to worry about anything. You just click it up and it just goes in. Without unthrottling, nothing. It's just pure acceleration. You just, okay, I want next gear please, now next gear. I love this quick shifter thing. Why don't all bikes bring this? Can I get one for my Tracer? Can I get one for any bike? I want this. Awesome. Oh, I love it. I forgive this little annoying green light now. Completely forgotten, completely forgiven. I love you, quick shifter. I love you quite a lot. That's awesome. I think I'm filming a bit too high. I'm going now to do my obligatory lunch break. I like to do these test drives like this. I do a bit of a ride, and then I do a lunch break, so I go into, I have some time to think about the bike while I'm eating, think about the feelings I've had on the bike, and then I can keep on going. So far, love it. So, the test track. A mode, second gear, let's go. Flooring! Not sure how fast that was, but that was very fast! This is a very speedy machine. A mode is much tamer. There's what appears to be oil on the road there, so look at this. I'm accelerating in second gear, TCS1 in A mode. That was a tiny wheelie out of acceleration. And the way this corners is miles better than the previous one. I can feel everything on the road. I am connected. The front is connected to the road at last. This feels just absolutely awesome. And the fact that the suspension, the front suspension is also adjustable, only helps that. So even if you think this is awesome, you can make it awesomer by tuning it exactly to your weight by someone who knows how to do it, not me. Holy moly, this is a nice machine! What a hooligan machine! I adore this machine. Seriously, I really do. Let's try braking from 0. Oof, brakes are really tough. Ouch, my hand hurts. So, as you can see, A mode is not drivable. Of course, 75% throttle in A mode, and the front starts lifting. And brakes. Gives you a lot of confidence, this. You go in at stupid speeds into a corner, and you know it's gonna stop in time. And it's going to lean the way you want it to. not the way it feels like leaning. And it will lean exactly what you want, when you want, and keep it there for as long as you want. What a great beast this is! Second gear coming down in A mode. Awesome. I can't quite get the most of it, but I am easily getting, say, 70% out of it. Well, maybe even less, I don't know, but I am on my limit, and I can feel the bike has a bigger limit than this, quite a lot, but it doesn't feel like I'm puttering along. I feel like I'm actually doing things to it. Now here I have to slow down because there's some kind of oil here. Yeah. Fast again. Last time when going down I did this turn at 80 kph. So did I do it this time? And it's easy to slide off the seat for a very nice leaning, knee dragging position. The tank grabs you well. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic machine. And then when you want, you can putter along, and you don't even have to change modes to be able to putter along. And I love this quick shift. I really do. I really do love this quick shift. And just like the Z900, I really don't want this ride to end. But it's gonna have to end. I have to bring it back. What time is it? It's 2:41. I have 20 minutes. I have 20 minutes! Yay! What a wonderful machine this MT-09 is. I know I am speaking from a comparison from when I had very little experience on bikes, but I feel that this is finally what the MT-09 should have been the whole time. I feel it to be less hooligan and less insanity than before. Again, I have more experience. But don't get me wrong, this is just as crazy and as insane as the previous one. There's no change in that. If you full throttle out of a red light, you are going to lift the wheel. But now it's more manageable. Now you lift the wheel when you want to, not when the bike suddenly decides that it wants to. On that note, it is a bit more civilized. No, scratch that. It's not more civilized. It's just that it allows you to be a bit more civilized. Let's go again. I have to go again. I'm sorry. I just have to. Oh, man! You're ruining my fun! Yay! Lost one of the bigger turns, one of my favorites, but I didn't lose this delicious little section afterwards. Keeping it in third to keep the power in check. Scratch that. Let's go in second. The front goes light when you full throttle in second gear, A mode. Okay, don't do this while leaned over. Not a good idea. Oh, my hand hurts. I I feel this acceleration is way better than the Kawi. Way better. Oh man, such a wonderful machine. More raw, more violent, even with all the electronics a bit more violent. I haven't felt the TCS working yet, so I'm not sure if it actually lit up something or not, but I didn't feel it so far. Maybe I didn't push it enough, I don't know, but I haven't felt the TCS working. If you guys see the TCS light blinking, which is this one, and it should be orange, well, you'll know that I activated TCS, but I have not felt it. I also have not felt the slippy clutch so far. I felt it actually quite a few times on the Z650, because it's a B-cylinder and it's a bit lighter, but I wasn't sure what I was feeling, and now I know that's what a slippy clutch feels like. But yeah, even with all these electronics, this still feels raw, very violent, very angry. This is a very angry bike still. But now I can control it. I like these new mappings. This is what it should have been from the start. The front suspension is what should have been from the start. I am almost positive the rear suspension has been also worked on. Maybe it's the effect of a better front one, but I think the rear one has also been changed, because everything feels better. It even copes with these bumps relatively well. Relatively being the operative word here. But is it raining? It is raining. Let's go into first like a maniac and see what the slippy clutch does. Did you hear that? What? Maybe, not sure. But this is too slow to feel it. I'm not gonna overdo it, as this is not me bike. Okay, so for now I'm going to change to the Portuguese version of this to do those fast turns there. You can go see the Portuguese video if you want, just to see the fast riding. But be assured, if you're on the fence for this one, yeah, get one. It's very nice. It's a very nice bike indeed, very usable nowadays. And I would say that this would be if you have an MT-09 and it's getting old and you want to change it, well, the new one, this is a nice upgrade. This would be a cool upgrade to have. It's not one of those you're training your bike for the same one. Why? No, this actually makes sense because it's much improved. Wow, what a machine. I love it. What I love it more, just like the Z900, I feel I could actually have this and use it every day and not die. Look, I'm in A following a patrol at 27 kph with no issues. Look, no jerkiness, no nothing. Remember my old test drive, how I thought A was the weakest mode, and I was so impressed by its inability to drive slowly, and was so sensitive and so violent. Well, now this is very usable. So I'll see you soon for the ending. Now it's time for the Portuguese video. So I have to return this one, and I don't want to. And that tells you all you need to know about this bike, huh? Another thing that tells you all you need to know about this bike is that I'm in first gear in A mode, and I haven't even noticed. Okay, this is a bit violent, but it's no longer uncontrollable. I love this new mapping. I know I'm going on and on and on about this, but this was the major problem with the MT-09, the original one, and it's fixed. The suspension is miles improved, and the whole feel of the bike, the cornering, everything is much improved. It finally it has all the potential it should have had from the beginning. Just change it into standard mode. STD. Hey, my cell phone's ringing. Maybe it's them asking, hey, where's the bike? It's 3. I'm delivering, don't worry. Wow, I love this one. This is a seriously nice machine. Now, I know it's bad comparing when I'm riding a Yamaha for a test ride, talking about another competing brand, the Z900 Kawasaki, which I just tested. And I have to do the comparison because that's very important. This is cheaper, okay? And not only is it cheaper, it brings a lot more kit to it. You have the quick shifter, which I love. This is awesome, the quick shifter. I have to get one for mine. I wonder if there's one for my new bike. I have to really get one. That's number one. It also brings engine maps, it brings traction control, which the Z900 does not have. Engine wise they're different. This is more brutish, so it's less comfortable. It's a more raw engine. The Z900 is a bit more refined engine. Still got the whole power and has more power than this, but it's a 4-cylinder. It's all the power is in the top end, so it's kind of tame at low end, very powerful at the top end. It's a different engine. This is torque everywhere. Okay, I would have for fun. This is better for fun. The Z900 would probably be better for a longer rides, for a more relaxed ride. The Z900 is miles better. This is miles better for hooliganism. This is a hooligan machine. Brakes, I would say they're on par. Looks, the Z900 is probably slightly better, but the front headlamps on this one is absolutely gorgeous. So if there's an advantage on the Z900 on looks, in my view, very tiny. It now depends which one to get. I would get this one. It really comes down to preference. If you want something that's completely brutal, this is a better one. If you want something that's a bit tamer, Z900 is better. If you have more skill than me, a bit more skill, this is a lot more fun because you can do more with it. If you have less skill, the Z900 is better because, well, you're more comfortable in it, and you have the feeling that you're pushing the bike instead of just puttering along with it. But all in all, I think Yamaha did a killer product here. An awesome bang for buck bike. It's amazing. It's a really amazing bang for buck bike. Brings everything you might need. If you can put into B modes in traction control too, you can easily ride one of these monsters in the rain, and you won't be stressed about it. Okay, yeah, any bike can ride in the rain, but some bikes you're going like, in the rain, okay, let's go easily. Okay, let's take this easy because it's hard. Let's accelerate slowly because it's too much. On this one, no, you put it in B and put it on traction control too, and you have the confidence that the bike is going to do what you want. So it also has gained that drivability, which I adored about the Z900. It is a bit less because this is, well, it's this. Okay. But this is very exciting. This is very nice. This is very exciting. I love it. And so overall, yeah, I think this is a better product. But it's close enough that you might choose whatever you want without losing too much. But I would certainly go for this one. Even with this funky dashboard off to the side and etc. The sound, it sounds a bit better than the Tracer at least, but it still needs a proper exhaust for some proper apocalyptic sound when you accelerate. But it's not bad. The Tracer is really poor. I don't know what they did on this because the exhaust is the same, but the sound on the Tracer really disappointed me, and on this is okay, yeah. It's not disappointing, but it's just meh. And I really do not want to deliver this bike back to the dealer. really just love to keep on going. Well, I can't turn here, there are cars, so I'll just have to go straight. Whoa! And brakes! Ah, that was awesome. This is an insanity machine yet. Even with all this easiness and drivability and everything you can do with it, and this is so tame, and I can easily do this. It's got traction control, and it's got the anti-wheelie, and it's got the engine modes. It's still an insane beast, and that was the acceleration in standard. Don't be put off by all my, oh, I can control it now. One, I have more experience than the first time, and two, it's just this. The whole thing is that this little bit of acceleration here, this, instead of it being like 80% throttle, now it's a bit less, so way less, so it's easier to dose. The rest of it, it's still linear like it was. As soon as you go to like this, it's still crazy. Just, and this makes a huge difference, this tiny little bit of throttle being tamer. It's a gigantic difference. And the suspension's much better, so you can feel the road better. It corners much better because the suspension is much better, and because you can feel the road better, gives you a lot more confidence because the suspension is better and you can feel the road better. You know what I'm going? Who would have think that such a small change, such a small upgrade would change the bike so much? And it's got upgraded LED lights, which I adore. Wow, this this bike ticks all the boxes for me. All of them. The LEDs at the front, the technology, all the electronics, the power, the drivability, the controllability, the speed, the brakes. This is just absolutely perfect. I love this way more than the MT-10. Way more. And now after riding this one, I have the feeling I have finally got the skill to tame an MT-09. After riding this one, I feel I could buy one of these and use it and not die in it. I would probably die in it by doing 200 kph in some stupid place, but I could finally ride this one and use it and be comfortable in it instead of managing the throttle the whole time. It's an unbelievably good machine. Go try one out. If you're on the fence to buy it, buy it. It's unbelievably good. Okay, I love the Z900. I didn't even love this one more. Unbelievable Yamaha. It's just amazing. I don't know if the journalists found something they don't like, but I can't find anything I did not like about this bike. The seat is a bit hard. Okay, true. I feel the seat is hurting my bum a bit, but I have a very sensitive ass, so it depends on everyone. It depends on the way you're seated, etc. But I'm really clutching at straws, trying to find something that, oh, the clutch is not adjustable. So disappointing. Can't find anything wrong with it. I really can't. I love everything about it. Amazing. So that's it. Cage, you're out.